How do you come into a spring with a new job, new faces, and a clean slate? What kind of your thought process of how you come into spring ball?
Well, the biggest thing is, we got to make sure that the kids understand what we're trying to do offensively, and just have a lot of, we call it juice, guys to be excited about coming out here, and, our quarterbacks being able to compete every single day and just being fierce competitors, and, find a way to make plays out there. And that's the kind of culture we're trying to establish. And, the guys have been doing great. The quarterbacks have been doing well, and then they understand and getting better every single day. So, that's the attitude we come with every day.
Pretty comfortable now. I mean, it's all of 7 or 8 practices. Are you pretty comfortable with the guys? And it's a feeling out process, is it not? Especially at the quarterback position.
Absolutely, and you're exactly right. They're feeling us out, and we're feeling them out. So it's one of those things that we establish relationships and trust, and I think we have that right now. The kids are understanding and really kind of taking coaching very to heart. They're doing that, and our quarterbacks are, they're doing well. They're getting better. There's a lot to learn. We've been inconsistent at times, and at times we've been really good throwing the football. And a couple throws today got away from us. We got guys that are open, and those are the plays that we're going to have to make down the line to win football games.
I know you want a high expectation, but with the new system and staff, do you expect some of that early on? Do you not? Some inconsistency early on from the guys?
Sure. Anytime that you're not totally sure what's going on and you're learning something, it's you're kind of thinking out there instead of reacting. So, and the things that they do understand, they're really good at, and they're performing well and executing. The things that they're not sure about, and we're getting better at them, at understanding it, they're still struggling a little bit with it, and we're missing a couple throws. The timing is off on a couple routes. But our guys are working hard. Our quarterbacks are, our receivers, everybody is, and we're gonna get there.
How much is it? I guess how much time do you spend actually working on techniques, maybe changing their throwing motion, that type of stuff?
We spend a lot of time. Pre-practice, that's what we focus on. Fundamentals. We come out early and we work on the fundamentals, because once practice starts rolling, we have to be with guys. We have to be with centers and with center and quarterbacks exchanges. We have to throw to the receivers. We have to throw to the tight ends. We have to exchange with the running backs. We have to throw to the running backs. So we do that before practice, and we talk about where we want to hold the ball. We want to have a good posture as far as releases is concerned, our base with our footwork. So those things are crucial to us, and we're getting better at them. But it's a couple of habits that we have to fix, that we want them to kind of favor what we're trying to do, and the guys are understanding and getting better every single day.
Were you kind of surprised at how much you may have, to correct some things with them?
At times, yeah. You kind of expect guys to know what certain things. We call it quarterback 101. Mm-hmm. But there's things that obviously you got to can't take for granted, and you got to start from scratch, and you got to make sure that they understand what we're trying to do and the fundamentals of the game, whether it's mechanics, whether it's a cadence, or whether it's depth in our drops, and little things like that that make a big difference. There's things you cannot take for granted, and we're trying to establish that with our kids.
Coach, they're all 3 of your guys are so different. Mm-hmm. Is that kind of fun for you to have a different skill set for some different guys?
It is. Obviously they are different, and they each have their strength, and there's things that obviously they have their weaknesses as well. And we're trying to make those weaknesses their strength as well. We're trying to make them strong. We're trying to make them better. And their strength, we're trying to make those even better. So we're working with them, and we understand who can do what. And whoever's in there behind the center is what we try to make sure that we help them out with their athletic skill set and what they're capable of doing. And we're going to continue doing that. It doesn't matter who's behind center.
What have you seen from Malik? Some things that he's done well so far.
Malik, he's very athletic, man. He's incredibly athletic, and very fast, skillful athlete, and he's understanding what we're trying to do. And our triple option game favors him, and then our drop back game favors pass. So they, like I said, they have their strengths, and they're getting better at what they're doing. So, but at the end of the day, they're going to be well-rounded. They'll be able to do both things.
Juwan being so big, how do you? It's different, like you said, the drop back and being that big. How different is he in that offense, or what can he do to kind of exploit some things for you guys?
Well, He's definitely threw the ball. He's throwing the ball real well. He makes some real nice throws today. We were happy. The last couple of days, he's made some really nice throws. And so, we're happy with his progress. He's throwing the ball a lot better. He's a lot more confident. He's done some real good things, feeling comfortable with the passing game. Certain things in the run game, the triple option that he sees and he's able to do, especially with throws. And we're going to try to now get him doing a little bit more running and being able to do the things that we like to do with the quarterback.
And how difficult is it for Evan, just being a guy? I mean, I know Coach just bragged on how well he's picking it up,
Sure.
but that's hard to do, is it not, to come in and you're supposed to be a high school senior and going to prom and you're playing spring football?
That's right. His head is spinning sometimes, and it's funny to look in his face sometimes. But he's a competitor. He throws the ball well, and he wants to do well, and he's a student of the game. He studies a lot. He's a smart kid, So he's catching on pretty good. So he's like I said, he throws the ball extremely well. He can run as well. So he's a little bit of both, and that's good. So we're happy with his progress. Like you say, he should be in high school right now, but he's out there competing and making some nice plays.
When it comes to that March 7th, that open scrimmage, where would you like to see the quarterbacks? What would make you happy for their progress?
We always say, if you're coachable, I'm gonna be happy. If you're coachable, I'm gonna be happy. If you're listening, that means that we're making strides. But the biggest thing is we talk about in our room is just be consistent. Quarterback play. Great teams are always going to have a consistent play by the quarterback in a successful way. So to answer your question, it's consistency and making plays when we need to make them.
You do have another guy in the room with Drew being a walk-on. What have you seen from him? And obviously they've had some luck here. I think 3 walk-ons have started games here at Louisville in the past.
Yeah. So there's no question he's gotten his share of reps in there, little by little, and Drew's made some nice throws. He threw 2 nice balls today for big gainers. So, and he's a smart kid. He's very bright in the meeting room, and he's like I said, making some nice throws out there, make some good decisions. But again, it's been inconsistent, and that's the biggest thing we need to work on and get better is being consistent across the board.
You guys going into the season, do you think that there could be opportunities for guys to rotate in and out? Or do you put Israel's philosophy have a starter, name a starter, and then we're going to go with it?
We'll do whatever we need to do to win. And I know Coach will do that, and whatever we have to do. But usually, since I've been with Coach, it's been we go with a guy, and once he understands, but our guys are ready. We've played other guys when we need to, and they're ready to go. So we try to get everybody ready.